I'm back. Helene and I are still playing, and tonight I wanted to do a start to finish with clearing a board and then starting with a new board and then cleaning transfers and everything. So show you from start to finish of what you can do. So this is the board that actually came in my Chalk Couture kit. I believe it's 9 by 12, I think is the size. But the actual inside is big enough to fit an 8 by 11, I believe, size transfer this is. So it fits in here perfectly. I had the Life is Better at the Beach. This was my very first one that I did, but it's time to say bye-byes. So let's go ahead and clean off the board. Okay. All I'm doing is just spraying. It's regular old water. I got the water bottle from the dollar store. And just some paper towels, and I'm just going to start rubbing. Okay. Now you'll probably go through a lot of paper towels with this, or you could use a regular towel. I actually didn't think that far ahead, so I only have paper towels. But it will come right off. See? A little bit of pressure takes it right away. Now this has been on here, God, over a month now. So there we go. I just needed a little good amount of water on there. Felt like it wasn't coming off good.
Peggy said Billy says hi to Brandon and Uncle B.
Oh, hi, bud. Hi, Bean. Give me hearts, give me hearts, give me hearts. I love when he says that. Give me hearts, give me hearts. And I'll tell Uncle B and Brandon that you said hi, and hopefully we see you tomorrow.
Got your hearts.
Aw, he give me hearts.
Wes is watching too.
Hi, Wes. Aw.
Wes said, who is this, Mommy?
Who is this, Mommy? You better not say that. You better say something nice, Aunt Kelly. Okay. Just about clean.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. I really should have done this with the towel because I'm going through a ton of paper towels still in this. But it's going to be nice and clean and ready to start again. Start a new project. And we have all our chalk off, folks. Okay, now I'm going to use a fresh towel with a little bit of water, and I'm going to get it off, the excess chalk. Okay, let me fold this over. Make the board nice and clean. And of course glitter is on it, I see it. Look, it looks like a brand new board. Except for paper towel pieces.
Yeah, that's what was happening to mine.
What happened?
That's what was happening to mine.
Yeah. Okay. So we have looks like a brand new board. And it's dry. So now it's time to get our trick or treat transfer. Now the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and write back on the back of it. So I know that I put my transfer back onto the carrier sheet the correct way. This feels almost like paper, and then the carrier side itself has a gloss to it so that your transfer can stick to it and then come on and off with ease. Now, as you guys know, I always do my transfers the same way. I hold my transfer down and I pull the carrier sheet back because I don't want to stretch my transfer. Okay? So I'll put it to the side. Oh, it's super sticky. Now you don't want your transfer to roll up on each other, so just be careful. And now I'm just going to stick it down where I think the center is. And it's going to be really sticky, so just be careful. I did not mean to do that. It's super sticky. sticky. I'm going to defuzz it real quick. I'm going to show you guys what that means. Because I don't want to stretch this and ruin it. And I can see that if I were to try and put this down again, I run the risk of doing that because the transfers are obviously very sticky when you first have them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this towel and just kind of stick it on here and just try and get some of the stick off, okay? We'll defuzz it. And once you do that, it makes it a little less sticky, okay? Whoa, is it sticking onto itself? Thanks, pal. There we go. So now let's do that again. Trying to make sure I have it centered. There I do. Let's get it down to the bottom first, and then we'll roll it up. So that way there won't be as many bumps in it. I probably could have unstuck it a little more, but we're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. You know what? Doing it all I like. That's what I do with my stickers. Works out best that way. The leg's big enough. Do it a few times. There we go. Buzzing it up.
Eileen says happy chalking.
Thank you, Eileen. Okay. Don't knock stuff over. Let's try this again.
Take 3.
Take 3. Look even. We look even. Much easier. That was a battle in itself now, wasn't it? God love lives.
That bugger's still sticky.
It is still sticky, right in the center. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my squeegee and just line it out. Use the squeegees for things other than putting on our chalk paste. Get the bumps out. Except for when you have so many that it doesn't even count. There we go. Now the bottom's on good. Let's try the top, shall we? Finally! That only took me 9 times, guys. 9 times. Can't get my fat finger in there.
Sharon says, hi Jessica, nice to see I'm not the only one who has to do it 3 tries to get it aligned right. But once it is done, it is so worth it.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Sharon. Okay, guys, finally, we have it on. We have success. Okay. So, tonight I'm going to use orange, white, and I believe this is Orchard. Yep, Orchard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use...
Beth says hi.
Oh, hi Beth. I'm going to do the orange for Trick, the Orchard for Or and the Spider, and then I'm going to do white for Treat. So we're going to hope that it works out the way that I'm thinking it will. So let's start with... Let's go with the orange first. So... Got our orange. Let's get a popsicle stick and stir it up. And we're going to move... Oh, this is a little chunky. We're going to put a little bit of water in this. Or maybe not. We want our chalk paste to be the consistency of yogurt. This just needed a really good stir. This is good. That's real good. Oh, that looks nice too. See, guys? Oh, look how nice it looks. Okay. What do I do with the squeegee? Right here. Is this the one? No. It's a bigger area. Okay. So remember, we want to work quickly so that our chalk paste doesn't dry on top of the transfer. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to just put some all over. And it's alright if I go off the chalkboard in some way because it's the chalkboard. And you guys saw that I was able to take the prior chalk paste off with water, and I'll do the same thing for this. Now I'm just going to try and go very easy around my ore because I'm doing that in a different color. So I don't want to mix the two colors. And I think I got it good. All right. Trying to be easy around my spider too, because obviously the spider, I don't want to do, and I'm going to actually just keep it like this for right now. I'm going to do my spider in the orchard, and we just used this, so this doesn't really need to be stirred because we literally just got done using it for something different. Easy around our tea. Put the little I just want to be careful because I don't want to wipe any orange into my orchard paste. So that's why I'm going to just take my time right in here and get it on right. And then when I come down in here, I want to make sure that I don't get any on the spot where I'm going to do the white. Now this might be a good challenge because of the way that it goes. So I might have some purple in my spider web, but that's okay. I'm going to be okay with that.
Do you cut all your squeegees in half about this?
I don't do all of them. A good amount of them though I did, just because I feel like I work better with them. Like it's not as hard on my, there's some smaller areas, like I feel like, I feel like I do more of a smaller more smaller areas than I do big. So, I cut them for me. I just find it easier. Like Colleen and I were just actually talking when she came over, and we were discussing the angled squeegee, and, we were saying how it's not very user-friendly for us. Like, I felt very awkward doing my wall transfer. The one that I did, the pumpkin pie, the other night. I just felt like it was very very hard to use that angled transfer. And I wished I had more of the squeegees in different sizes, not necessarily that angled one, because it doesn't fit into the chalk paste right to me. Sure, it's good for bigger areas, but I just felt like it was very awkward. So yeah, Beth, to answer your question in a very roundabout way, very long-winded way, I cut my transfers. I mean, not my transfers,
squeegees.
I cut my squeegees! Okay, so this is where it's going to get tough. So you know what? We're going to do that part at the very end, because I don't want to wipe any purple into my chalk paste. Because it's white, and you know what's going to happen there. You'll take on all the color. And then I'm going to have a light purple instead of a white. Had a lot of paste over in the white. Why did I do that? Hopefully I'm moving quick enough. If not, I could totally spritz this if it feels like it dried, which I definitely feel like the white definitely dried, for sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just a very light spritz. Whoops. Okay, let's see how it works. Ooh, I did a little too much spray on my spider, but guess what? I kind of like the way he looks. Oh, my treat. Didn't come out as nice as I had hoped. Oh, I like the way the orange looks. Oh, I like the way my purple looks. Not sure I'm liking my white, but let's see. Actually, it looks really cool. Oh, got it. All without stretching. Yay. Let's get that off there. Okay, so let's see. We have some pieces where I definitely oversprayed here. So let's get that off. Ooh, that looks really neat. I like this. I really like it. Look how cool that looks. I actually really do like, oh yeah, I really like the way the spider looks, the way the Wooder did it. There's our trick or treat, guys. I actually really like the way, even though I was actually angry at how the white was turning out, I actually think it looks cool because spider webs are kind of funky looking. So this actually turned out really neat. I like the way it looks. I like how the orange looks. I like the font, and I like the way that it comes off. And I really do kind of like the way the spider turned out. Like, it looks like dingy like a spider does.
And that looks kind of scary.
Yeah, it looks kind of,
looking.
yeah.
Or old.
I definitely think next time what I will do is I will work much faster. I think I got caught up with what I was in the middle of doing, but I still like it a lot.
That says when you're pulling the transfer, does it feel like it stretches a bit?
It did. This one definitely did, and I think it's because I did not, I didn't defuzz it. I actually completely forgot about it. So yeah, it definitely did feel like it was pretty tough to pull off. But if you do the defuzzing method, if you will, it won't be as tough. I don't know if it's because of me literally just working with the board. I had it so like cleaned and then just wet it, and maybe I had excess on there and I probably could have cleaned it a little better, but I still think it turned out good.
Lisa says we can do that at SAG, no?
Yes. Yep. We totally can. If that's the one you want, we could do the trick or treat. Yeah, we'll do a, I'll send you out, like a class list, Lisa, and we can, get these ordered. We'll do, the smaller 12 by 12 boards, so that way it's not as much as a cost on the croppers. For sure. I'm just trying to clean off some of the web area. I really like this. I really like how that turned out. That's really cool. I kind of want to put another spider over here.
Tracy says, I've talked to you several times about this company. Ugh, I so need to just do it.
Who is it?
Tracy Couture.
Let me see. Hi, Tracy. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Tracy, you just got to do it. Can't wait to do this transfer when it finally arrives. I know. I have another set of stuff coming. I can't wait for it. This was a lot of fun. I do love how Dana did hers. If anybody saw Dana's, she did the 3 colors, like she used the lines. But I really like that I did it this way, too. So I think either way would totally work out, like, way cool to just have up for your decoration. And I'm going to wind up screwing this up because I can't leave well enough alone. Oh, there it goes. Okay, better. And then this, you know what I'll do? Remember I did this earlier, Carl? I was like, oh, that worked out perfect. I'm going to wet my paintbrush. And I'm going to come in with the
Kristen DeCastanova.
Yeah, hi,
said,
Chris.
Looks great, Jess. And I'm wondering if she's related to somebody I work with.
You'll have to find out. Ask her.
I'm trying to remember her name.
This was a good idea. Using the paintbrush, wet it a little bit, and get into the areas where you feel like you have a little mess up.
Oh, it's Diane DeCastanova. That's it.
Chris, are you related to a Diane? Okay. Then
Lori said love it.
Oh, thanks, Laura. Oh, there we go. That was gold. Love that little tip. So if you have the little small areas that you want to clean up, use a paintbrush. A thin little paintbrush. Look, so much better. The spider web. All right, let's show how to clean these now, right? I said I was going to do a little bit of everything here. So first things first, squeegees in the water. Get our lids back on. This is Colleen's. Mine hasn't arrived yet. How did I not order an orange? Who does that? Who doesn't order an orange? But I got tractor green, John Deere green. Okay, so get all our chalk paste off. Don't want to waste any. Got a big glob right there. Yeah, my lids always are like funk.
Is there a good tip for cleaning that?
None that I found yet. I'll leave that one up to you since you come up
Maybe
with good
a wet
tips.
wipe around
Wet wipe probably. Well,
or,
I don't know. I'd be scared.
How about a wet towel around it?
Maybe a wet towel. That could work. That may work. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of flatten this out in the water, right? And I'm thinking how many people are not from New Jersey watching and are probably laughing hysterically every time I say water.
Water.
Water. Water. So I'm just kind of pressing my hands against the transfer in the water. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to press down, and I want to try and get as much of the paste off inside the pan as I can, okay? I did a pretty good job there. And once I'm done inside the pan, I'm going to steal Colleen's towel here. And I'm going to pop this guy down on the back side. I go backside first. Ooh, gold tip. That would have been disastrous. Okay, let's pull this over like this. Okay. Whoops. So I always go on the backside first, with the backside down first, because I want that to be the last thing I clean, so that way it gets the stick back again for me. So all I'm doing is taking a regular old Lysol wipe and I'm cleaning the whole transfer. So you see all of this color that was on there that may have looked like it's stained. It doesn't. Comes off with the Lysol wipe. Okay? Making sure I got everywhere. Now I'm going to flip it and put it on the front side down so the sticky part is facing me. And I'm going to get this part cleaned first, or last rather, so that way it dries this side up so I can get it back onto my carrier sheet.
Trace is asking, before you got into this, did you use or still use a Cricut for decals?
I do. I did. Colleen can vouch for that. We've done plenty of things with vinyl to make decals. We used to do the wine glasses. Oh, I'm so glad we don't do them anymore. Too many glitter incidents. Wine glasses. We used to make signs. We did a ton of things with the Cricut. I will be honest with you. If you are someone that is a sign maker that makes the signs for selling at like craft shows and vendor shows and gifts, this is the way to go, because each transfer lasts between 20 and 50 uses. So if you're making 20 signs for trick or treat, think how much vinyl you're wasting when you're making those signs. These little tubs go a long way. They're 2 ounces, and I'm telling you, the only thing I've had to get more of so far was white, because I used the heck out of it when I first got it. And I have, of that giant transfer I did on my wall the other day, this is how much melon I have left. I'll show you. And I did not do that correctly at all. That was a hot mess. That was the Hot Mess Express that day. But let me show you what I have left. So even after doing that giant transfer and all the waste that I didn't get off it because I was working too slow with that angled squeegee, I still have it. I still have some in there.
Should I show the picture again?
Yeah. Just don't get up close. So that was the giant pumpkin pie transfer. It's 18 by 24, I believe. And it's awesome. But it took up, I wasted a lot because I kind of panicked once I got it up there. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to cover this without it running? It was definitely a two-person job. Oh,
They want to know where you got Beth wants to know where you got the holder for your paste.
HSN, they're totally Tiffany cases. You can hold 8 pastes. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pastes. You can hold 7 pastes in here, and they fit perfectly. And I stick them right inside the little holder I use when I travel. They're perfect. Yeah, they're totally Tiffany HSN. It was a 3-pack for like $10. Can't beat that. So, this was cleaned. It is definitely dry already because it's stuck to... Ah! Don't do that! It's stuck to my hand. You guys, you don't want your transfers to roll up on itself. If it's in the water and it happens, it's fine. It's not going to catch because it's in the water. But when it's outside of it, you don't want it to roll up on itself. Okay? And I had pieces of melon on my hand that just went back on this. And it's definitely nice and sticky again. So what I'm going to do is, don't do it. This, I have my back on the opposite side, obviously. Okay? And I'm putting it on the correct side, and I'm going to try my best to line this back up, but guys, it never happens. I was actually, when me and Colleen were doing other projects tonight, I was so impressed with myself. I was like, look at that, 3 for 3. I got the transfer back on the carrier sheet right. It was great. Okay, so all I'm going to do is let this smooth out, and it's fine if it's not 100% smooth, guys. It's totally fine. Just get it back on the carrier sheet. You're good to go. As long as it's on here and it's protected, that's all that matters. Okay, so this is back on here. I could put it back into my plastic and reuse it again. So that was start to finish with an old board, our board that we had to re-clean, put a new transfer on. I can't wait to hang this up. I really think I'm going to add another little spider over there. Don't you think it would be cute?
Bernadette said, Jess, is that sign on Chalkboard you purchased elsewhere? I tuned in late.
Is the sign...
Is that sign on a chalkboard you purchased elsewhere?
This chalkboard, no, this was actually the chalkboard that came with my kit, but you can use any chalkboard. I'll show you this board. I actually got at Walmart for like $1.97. Let me get it. Hold on. This was the one I did the other night. This was $1.97. That's all it cost. So you don't have to use the Chalk Couture boards. I'll show you a few different boards here real quick. This was Dollar Tree, this one. So they're smaller chalkboards. They sit great. It doesn't matter. As long as you wax your board, you're fine. You can use any chalkboard. So we have that. Here's dry erase board. So where I wrote, look, came off. Where I used the chalk paste, it's still on there perfectly. So dry erase board, chalkboard. We got canvas, little canvas bags. It's on there perfectly. This one we're not going to look at because I messed it up. Oh, this one, these?
No, the other.
Oh, this one, for a friend who's going to be picking this up. This was, I got this chalkboard at, maybe Scrapbook Supply Store or something, I think. I don't remember. Charlene, if you're on, where did we get these boards? I forget. But that board was $7. Canvas for $1.
Do you wax dry erase boards?
I did not wax it, but, I will tell you, if I was going to do it again, I probably would just wax the area slightly. Not as much as I would do the boards.
Bob, coming home, I'll wait outside, question mark.
Oh, okay, yes, I will text him. Here's another one. Okay, I'll do it really quickly because Bub's coming home. Wait, I can't believe he's riding this bike in the dark. Okay, we're going to have to do this really fast. Home Sweet Home on canvas. Here is a chalkboard that I got from Home Depot. Okay. Any other boards? Here's our